Hello, this is a tutorial on how to use the Blackboard system that Southern Crescent Technical College's adult education program uses for its online classes. My name is Mr. Ward and I'm going to guide you through the process to log into the system and find your classes. If you ever have any questions about where your classes are located, how to log in, or anything else related to Blackboard, please contact one of your instructors or one of the folks who works in our office to assist you. The first thing you'll need to do is click on the link to log into Blackboard, either in the email that was sent to you about your Blackboard login information, or going to the adult education page of Southern Crescent Technical College's website, sctech.edu, scroll down slightly, and click on Blackboard Login. When you click on Blackboard Login, you will be directed to the Blackboard website. In order to make sure you are on the correct website, make sure that at the top of the page, in giant letters, it says TCSG and has a small map of the state of Georgia. That way you'll know you're in the right place. If you see anything else or nothing else at the top of that page, you know you've made a mistake. The first time that you log into Blackboard, you will not have a password that functions. You will need to set that up. And the way to do that is to click on the words Forgot Password that are located just below the Sign In button. When you click on Forgot Password, you'll be directed to a small screen that asks you to either put in a username option or an email address option. You want to use the username option. What you'll need to do is put in your first name and your last name as it appears on your ID. So no nicknames, no shortened names. If you have a hyphenated name, make sure you put in both of those with the hyphen in between. You'll also need to put in your username. Your username is a short series of numbers that was included in the email that you were sent with your Blackboard login information. If you're not sure about what your username is, please contact your instructor so they can help you find it. Once you've typed in your first, last, and usernames, you click the Submit button. You do not need to scroll down any further on this page or enter any information under the email address option. When you hit Submit, the screen should show that Blackboard has sent you an email with instructions on how to create a new password. If the information you entered was not correct, you will see a message at the top of the screen that says that no account was found with that information. Check your email and you will find a link to reset your password. Your email will look something like this, and all you need to do is click on this link and type in a password that fits the criteria shown. It must be between 12 and 64 characters, it must contain at least one number, must contain at least one special character, and I'll also add this, it cannot contain your name. When you've typed the new password in and verified the new password by typing it in a second time, click Submit and your account will have a new password. Now that you've created a password, you can type in your username and the password you created to sign into the Blackboard system. When you click Sign In, a multi-factor authentication box will pop up. In order to log into the Blackboard system, you must use a multi-factor authenticator, either Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, or Authy on your phone. You can download those apps from the App Store or from Google Play. The Google Authenticator, which I would recommend, looks like this. You can download it on your Android devices or on a tablet. The Microsoft Authenticator looks like this. You can do the same. You can also download these on Apple devices and use these for other authenticating purposes. You may already have one or more of these apps downloaded for yourself. Once you have downloaded the app, you're going to use either your phone's camera or an app like Google Lens to scan the QR code that's on the screen. When you scan the code, you may be prompted to add a token, in which case say yes. When you add that token, a timer will begin counting down the availability of a 6-digit code that's displayed on your phone screen. Click Next to enter that code. If you run out of time on your phone screen, another code will generate, but you do have to enter it while that timer is still running. Click Submit, and you have logged into Blackboard. Make sure that you keep the Authenticator app on your phone. You will need it each time you log into Blackboard. Click Done, and you will be taken to your login screen. Once you've logged in, you will see your information on the left-hand side of the screen. You'll also see that you are currently on an institution page, which really just has a few help buttons. But what you're looking for is courses, which is also located on that gray menu on the left side of the screen. Once you've clicked on courses, you'll see several courses listed depending on your test scores and what classes you've been assigned. These courses have sort of code names, and the more you understand about them, the better. They all start with the letters BB for Blackboard. Then they have your subject, either math, ESL, or RLA. They also have your teacher's name. It's only 4 letters, but you can see different teachers have different names there, and you'll also see the time of the class. They all start at 1:30, and you'll see what day they are on, either Tuesday or Thursday. TU for Tuesday, TH for Thursday, and if you're in a class that meets both days, it will say T/R. When you've logged into your class, you'll see several options in the middle of the screen. The first is Start Here. This just gives you basic information about Blackboard. If you watch the short video, you'll see this video. Under My Assignments, you will see lots of different assignments that you can work on outside of class time. You'll see slideshows, you'll see videos that you can watch. You'll also be linked to Khan Academy and IXL, 2 of our online platforms, where you can actually earn extra attendance hours in addition to getting the extra practice. You'll also see a section called Contact My Instructor. This just gives you some basic information about your instructor, their email address, their phone number, and other information. The most important sections of Blackboard for you as a student are going to be on the right-hand side under Class Collaborate. Class Collaborate is where you'll find your actual online course that meets at 1:30 either on Tuesday or Thursday with your instructor. When that class is active and you can join it, you will see an option that says Join Session. If, however, that option is not available to you, either it's not the correct day for class, not the correct time for class, or class for some reason isn't meeting that day, that option will not say Join Session, it will say Room Disabled. If it says Join Session, you are able to click on it and enter the Blackboard Collaborate classroom. When you join your Blackboard session, you will see lots of options for different things like microphones and cameras. Go ahead and enable those things so that you can use them if you need to communicate with your instructor. I'm going to click here on Join Session. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a button for sharing your audio and for sharing your video. You don't need to share your audio or your video, but sometimes your instructor might want to see your face or hear your voice, and those would be good ways to do that. You'll also see a button that looks like a person with their hand raised, and that is the Raise Hand button. If you click this button, your instructor will get an indication that you've raised your hand. Maybe you have a question, or sometimes your instructor may ask if you want to vote on something, and by how many hands go up, your instructor can learn some things about how the class is doing. You might also see some buttons to the right hand side. This small purple arrow will allow you to enter the chat, and chat messages can go directly to your instructor or to everyone in the class. So your instructor may ask a question and you could type your response in the chat and send them that message. When your instructor is sharing their content, you'll see a whiteboard, you may see websites that they're sharing, you may even watch videos through Blackboard. You'll be able to hear your instructor's voice and see their face when they're teaching their class. The next portion of the video is about logging in on mobile devices like a cell phone or tablet. If that's the case, you'll need to download the Blackboard app. Just search for Blackboard in the Google Play or Apple App Store. It should be the first thing that comes up. The logo is bluish green and has a white arrow pointing up. Once you've downloaded and opened the Blackboard app, you'll see a prompt to type your school/workspace name. That school/workspace name is Adult Ed Go. It's all one word, ADULTEDGO. You'll select Adult Ed Go from a list, or it will auto-populate in that space. Click on Continue with Web Login, and then you'll be prompted to enter your username and password as you saw at the beginning of our video. You'll still need to use your multi-factor authentication, so you'll need to open your multi-factor authentication app, either the Google Authenticator, the Microsoft Authenticator, or the Authy app, to find the code that you need for Blackboard. While you are certainly able to use the Blackboard app on a mobile device, it is recommended to use a laptop or desktop computer as it will be easier to interact with your instructor and complete your assignments. If you do choose to use a mobile device like a cell phone or a tablet, the interface will look slightly different, but you will be able to use all the same functions of Blackboard as anyone else would on a computer. At the bottom of your screen, you will see the same options. If you click on Courses, ensure that you have Current Term selected. One of the first things that you'll see is the menu that contains Class Collaborate. And again, if the button for Join Session is available, you can click that button and join the class session with your instructor. If you scroll down, you will see the course content, including the Start Here section, the My Assignments section, and the Contact My Instructor section. When you click Join Session, you will be directed to an internet browser. Make sure to enable all of the permissions and join the session with your instructor. If Details and Actions is not open, click on the arrow to the right and drop the menu down. That is the end of the Blackboard tutorial. If you still have questions, please contact your instructor or anyone in the Adult Education Department at Southern Crescent Technical College for assistance. Thank you very much.